Last night, I was out drinking and came home a bit late. When I got home, my family was asleep. Well, it was past on evening, so that's understandable, but something seemed off. The lights and stove were left on, and to top it off, the tea was blaring at high volume. Leaving the lights and stove on could be seen as thoughtfulness towards me, but the tea being on was odd. Also, for some reason, everyone was sleeping in the living room. My parents sometimes just crash in the living room, but my little brother, always, without fail, sleeps in his own room given his age. Yet tonight, he was in the living room. Moreover, all three were lined up neatly head to toe. At that point, I definitely felt a bit creeped out. You know how before something happens, you get a feeling, right? That premonition always turns out to be right. It's mysterious, huh? First, I got changed and went to the bathroom. I calmed down a bit while using the toilet. But the next moment, a huge chill went through me. Because in an instant, the lights and tea in the room switched off. And the stove went silent too. At first, I rationally thought it was a blackout. But the washlet was still working, so something was definitely off. After finishing up, I quietly slipped out of the bathroom and felt around in the pitch black living room for the light switch and turned it on. That's when I noticed another abnormality. No one was in the living room. The bedding that had been neatly laid out head to toe was tidy and put away. While nothing huge happened, I still felt uneasy, a bit scared and irritated. But what came next was truly terrifying. I suddenly heard my brother scream. I rushed to his room, where he was curled up shaking under his covers. And there was an unbelievable sight. The vague image of the three people sleeping head to toe I'd seen earlier was floating there. What's more, looking closely, they had horrid expressions and were vomiting blood, dead. I screamed too. After all, I'd seen a similar sight in the living room just before, real as can be. But the bodies in the living room weren't actually dead. When I looked up again, the vision was gone. I shook my brother's covers, saying, "See, it disappeared, it's oak." But incredibly, my brother wasn't there. I got a tremendous chill. I immediately went to the living room. And there were the three sleeping head to toe just as before. I cautiously touched each one to confirm they were regular people. What did I see? It's full of unbelievable impossibilities for just a hallucination. Scared out of my wits, I ended up sleeping beside the three last night. Luckily, I didn't have any particularly scary dreams. But from now on, I'll be scared to come home late. Also, today is Sunday, so I want to shake off that terror before tomorrow.